Hey, how you going? It's Mark Smith once again from Project Inner Athletes, and today we're talking to you about foam rolling. This is also known as myofascial release or also trigger point release. Now, what you will need for this is a mat, which is optional. It just will make your experience a little bit more enjoyable, if this can be called enjoyable. And a foam roller, you can get, this is a full length foam roller, you can get half and quarter lengths as well, and you can get thinner ones and denser ones and hollow ones. Anyway, something like this. The idea is it's just a little bit soft to protect your muscles and prevent you from doing any damage. And then as an advanced option, a spiky ball, a tennis ball or a cricket ball will do the job as well. Now, the thing with foam rolling, the purpose of it is to release your muscles. Now, there's two ways that this works. Myofascial release works by releasing the adhesions of the membrane, the muscle membrane to the muscle. So if you imagine like a sausage, you've got the meat in the middle and a membrane on the outside giving it some shape. What can happen is that membrane can stick to the muscles, and by rolling it out, we break down those adhesions and allow the muscle to move freely inside the membrane, allowing you to then move better. Now, the other way it works is through trigger point release, which is our muscles. They work in the sliding filament theory, which is the muscles, the filaments slide across each other. Every now and again, there'll be certain parts of the muscle that doesn't release properly. So we get these points stuck, they're called trigger points. If I push down on top and apply pressure in a localized space, as we release, it springs back to a full length. And that's what we can do with the foam roller and the spiky ball. So in order to foam roll, we're looking at always releasing from the end of the limb towards the body. Now, before I get into the details of that, I forgot to mention one thing. This can be quite uncomfortable, especially if this is the first time you've foam rolled. If you feel some pain doing it, it's kind of okay. If it feels like sharp pain or you're not too sure what you should be feeling, then please speak to a personal trainer or get diagnosed by a physiotherapist first. However, if it's just localized muscle soreness that you're getting, then this can work really well. This is also not advised for soft tissue injuries. So this is purely for muscle release. So in order to release our muscles, we need to start with the end of the body. So I'm going to use a calf release to demonstrate this. This applies to all parts of the body, and then in a moment we'll get into some of the specific releases. So I start at the end of my limb, and different ways of doing it. If my calves are really tight, I'll keep my butt on the floor, or I can lift up for a little bit more pressure. Or if I really want to release my calves, I can actually use my other leg as a little bit of weight to roll it out. Start easy and upgrade as you need to, because even though you might start with releasing the muscle and it feels okay, when you hit a trigger point, you'll know about it. So we start at the distance, the end of my limb, and I'll move my body down the roller so the roller moves up my leg until we find the tight points. And these are the trigger points. So what you're going to do, you're going to lift and just roll until you find a tight point, and then just sit there. Just wait for it, either with your body weight up or with the leg resting on top, until it releases. And you'll know it's released because it feels more relaxed. There's less pain and you can breathe again, and then we roll down again until we've hit the next point. Now you can roll the limb a little bit to get either side, and that'll start to release. Now, the reason we start from the end of the limb towards the body is just to protect the veins. So we have valves in our veins to prevent the backflow of blood. By rolling it towards our body, we preserve these veins, preserve the valves. Equally, if you're just doing a light, using it as a massage therapy, then you can roll up and down on the roller. So that's the introduction to foam rolling. In our next video, we're going to share with you some specific techniques for releasing different parts of the body.